They're pulling a good fight. Well done, Italy. Well done. You are actually killing a lot of my troops. And the animations here are bugged out, so they are moving yet without moving. I'm gonna send a new army down here to help out. It's a bit more soldiers than I wanted to commit to this battle, and for some reason my armies are doing terrible. Could be something with my setup. Could just be that my general is way worse than his. No, that's not the case. It could also be because everything is based on dice rolls, it could just be a bad dice roll here and there. That is a potential reason for it. But right now I have artillery and stuff and he does not, so there should be a deciding factor. Yeah, something has happened with the animation. It's not going nearly as well as it should. And I might have to rebuild all these armies afterwards, and that is fine. Nothing against rebuilding armies. It just takes a bit of time. Speaking of rebuilding armies, then reinforcement here plus 5% should probably be pretty good. So psychology, finishing that tree off, is the next thing to do on the business. And the Italian army is no more. And with this done, I suppose that... Well, you should go and help out there. There's already 2 armies here, isn't it? Yep. And one of them is so dead, you could probably not really be much more dead. So you retreat, and you retreat down here, or up here, rather. And the rest of you will just have to guard. And surprise, surprise, France is failing against Italy. I don't think any of us could have guessed that would happen, but it happened anyway. Honestly, I could guess. Yeah, what one army down there. Let's build another one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7? I always forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Oh, 6 it is. Okay, 6 it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And airplane. And engineer. Yeah. That sounds pretty good. 16. 16's time 3 is 48. Yep, the army is done. Completed. Is finished. Perfect. Perfetto. As these guys would say, at least for their, French campaign, which is working out fairly well for them. I honestly have no idea what France is doing in general. I mean, look at this battle, for example. Is this going well? I'm not sure. Let's see on the numbers. It seems like the French army will prevail eventually. But it is taking quite some losses. And the Italians have some artillery and cavalry and everything like that, while the French are purely conscript, it seems. Embrace the Croat minority. Yeah, of course. We will embrace the Croats. We want peace with our minorities. We are one nation. I mean, we're several... I'm going to start this again. We're several ethnic minorities in one great nation that belongs to all of us. And we got liberal government, which means that... God damn it, this was bad. Holy shit. Why did I not notice this before? Well, I'm going to put in the conservative party, because I can't have the freaking liberals. They ruined my country. Holy shit, just look at the amount of unemployed people. No wonder the economy was doing so terrible. Let's tax the poor people. And now I have to... The worst part about getting them is that now you have to rebuild. Because when they go bankrupt, they reduce to level 1 when you reopen them again. So if you have a level 9 factory, which can contain 90,000 workers, if that goes bankrupt for 1 day, it goes back down to being able to hold 10,000 again. And it takes so long to rebuild them. It's one of the things I hate the most. Because if you try to make the transition of going from, subsidy-based economy and then over to liberal, it's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a real pain. Apparently the war is over. Rhône is back to being French, but now they have some Italian people living there. They do seem to have an Italian minority in Rhône. But I mean, it was there for a couple of decades at least, so I mean, it should be understandable. And Russians are still doing their Chinese campaign for some reason. Still not sure why they're involved in this civil war that it really is. And Xibei Sanma has become... Or maybe they will be able to challenge nationalist China, even though most of the areas down here, over here are just really big with no people in it. It's like Sweden. Really big with no people in it. So how many of these people do we need to replenish? This army seems to have come out fairly well, all things considered. Am I having troubles with artillery again? It does seem like that. Maybe it's... No, it's canned food. The artillery seems to actually have gone through for the most part. It's canned food now, that's a problem. Can't imagine the liberals taking over. I should have noticed that before. That's really stupid of me. I am tempted to just dissolve these two armies entirely. And if you think that's crazy, it probably is, but I have a good reason for it. It's because I can't be bothered with picking out one brigade at a time and then replacing it with another and everything like that. It's easy to build it all up from the beginning. Maybe it's not, but I'm doing it anyway. Because it's fun. Oh, it's fun for me. Well, now I probably have to... Yeah, I have to appease the common school movement. Oh, God. Even though I don't mind common school movement, it's pretty good to have advanced and good school systems. I just wish that they did more, because right now healthcare is so strong in comparison to everything else. I mean, school system should have something like it increasing research points or something. Because it was quite important at the time, or well, it still is in pretty much every regard. So it should have a bit more lasting effects than just, you know, education efficiency. And it's not that big of an education efficiency boost either. You figure that education efficiency would shoot up completely when you have an actual school movement or a school system that is advanced or whatever. But apparently not. Since this game is relying, or well, the base game is relying entirely on clerics or what they call clergymen to provide education, which was true for a long time. True for a long time. And I don't know, have they transported every single soldier? They are mobilized, so that would explain why there's 108,000 soldiers on the Isle of Man. Holy shit. Gotta be 1 million maybe? 1.5 on the United Kingdom. Oh, on the islands there. Do they have the same amount here, or have they shipped pretty much everyone to England? That could be the case, or in Great Britain. No, they don't seem to have the same amount over here. I wish I could see Australia and all the other nations. What the hell is that kind of flag? Never seen that one before. Why don't they have the other one, the one that they actually use nowadays? I can't say that I know anything about Australian history, so I don't know if that was a flag that they used before at some point or not. It could be. I just don't know. Maybe someone who knows can fill me in on it. I'm clueless in that regard. And one of the last texts to unlock have been unlocked, or this line here. So pretty much all the technologies that is in the game have now, well, been unlocked. Is all I can say about it. So there's nothing more to discover like that. Have I solved the unemployment crisis? I have not. And, you know, I'm paying only 74 for so many unemployed people. Oh, here is the problem. Military spending was not a max. I guess there was before the Liberal government, but still, it's not a max now, and it should be. Well, this army is done. You can replace one of the ones that were, well, moved away down there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An engineer and an airplane. There we go. Maybe I can build 2 at the same time. That would be interesting. Let's see. Navy, supply limit. Nah, I don't want to risk it. I'm surprised the supply limit is that low in Vienna of all places. Even in Munich. Where was the place where... Oh, for some reason in Landshut. Landshut? It's 108, but it could be farmlands. Oh yeah, it's the farmlands. But still, I mean, Munich should have the capability of housing a lot of people. It's a rather big city. You figured that would have something to do with it. The time has come for the great democratic powers of the world to stand together. A summit has been proposed in Vienna. Whoa, Vienna! That would bring our nations closer, though it is also the chance of going badly and driving us further apart. Do we dare make the attempt? Call for the summit. United States of America. Wonderful news. Alliance with the United States of America. I mean, it's pretty good. Fellow Americans, you are now Danubian... What am I going for? Citizens. Honorary citizens of the Danubian Federation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To Danubia. Or, yeah. Is it called... Yeah, it's gotta be called after the river Danube or whatever something else. Oh well. Welcome, United States. And suddenly I have quite a lot of allies. Even though... Yeah, United States won't be able to help at all. Moravia integration. Let Moravia remain separate. Of course, we should. We should let them be separate. But I am intrigued what the great powers of the world have going for them now. Like Spain is a fascist dictatorship. Portugal is constitutional monarchy. People's Republic of Italy is a proletarian dictatorship. It's probably the biggest country to be a proletarian dictatorship. Germany is constitutional monarchy. Democracy, along with Switzerland. Oh yeah, of course, Turkey. And Greece is a fascist dictatorship now. Proletarian dictatorship. Proletarian dictatorship. I'm starting to see a pattern almost. Oh, that was the pattern broken. Anything else happening here? Like, do we have any more proletarian dictatorships? Maybe Persia? No. No proletarian dictatorships, huh? Ratanakosin Kingdom? Ratanakosin? They do have some funky names. Ratchaburi? Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the Nubian Federation. It was this part. Yeah, they were losing infantry, was it? Yeah, infantry. Should I forcibly remove it? Oh, do we see Mussolini now? Is Mussolini on the path? Italian paramilitary? Oh, they have reached Firenze. Oh, Livorno. Oh! Yeah, because in the unmodded, it's called Leghorn. And I was wondering, what the hell is an area in Italy called Leghorn? But apparently it's another name for Livorno? Interesting, never knew that. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Can I see who joins in on which side? Turkish Socialist Republic. Because I'm gonna have to fight against Germany. Oh, God. Is the United Kingdom allied to Germany yet? Still? No, they betrayed. Okay, then I'm fine. Oh, God.